కూడా వచ్చేస్తే సినిమాలు.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Neelkanta, let me know what you are not understanding. Okay, I will.
Yes, sir.
I will decide accordingly. The level of class, if it's going to for you,
Sir.
then I will be taking it.
Sir, I got
Yes.
answer for field due to hollow cylinder outside the.
Hollow cylinder got very good. Hollow or thick shell? I asked for thick shell actually.
Excellent.
Sir, hollow cylinder.
For hollow
Hollow
outside we have already
cylinder, sir,
obtained.
you asked.
No, for hollow cylinder it will be in just one difference will be there. Okay, let me tell you now only what it will be. For hollow thick shell, I wanted to ask actually. No problem. You found for hollow shell, that is also good enough. But after that, you try for thick shell, thick hollow shell. Hollow cylindrical shell means cylindrical shell. I called cylinder only, but I was talking about shell, inner radius A, outer radius B. For this, we can write formula same as 2g lambda by r. Remember this only. This is valid for solid or for single wire. We can say long wire or long straight rod. Or it is also valid for, if I convert lambda as rho into pi r square, then it will be converting into solid cylinder. If I convert lambda as sigma into 2 pi r, then it will be converted into
cylinder.
Yes, hollow cylinder. Because hollow cylinder I will write in terms of sigma. So why I am converting into such forms? Reason is this: mass per unit length will be equal to rho into volume pi r square into L by L. So that will be lambda. But if it is a hollow cylinder, then it will become sigma into 2 pi r L divided by L. Then it will become sigma into 2 pi capital R. Sorry, it will be capital R here. So main formula we can remember one formula only. That will only give us all other also. So if I recommend you, then I will recommend you to remember this one, single. This one, 2g lambda by r, and from there only we will be getting other two. Okay.
So you asked for thick shell of cylinder, sir.
I asked for thick cylindrical shell. Yes, I asked for thick cylindrical shell. It
Okay,
is valid.
sir.
This sigma itself is valid only for if it is a we can say hollow
Hello, sir.
and also hollow thin shell. Then only I will say surface mass per unit area m upon 2 pi rl. That will be sigma, mass per unit area of the cylinder, right? If
Yes,
it is
sir.
a thick shell, again go for same formula. If it is a thick shell, same formula again, 2g lambda by r. But now lambda will become rho into pi outer b square minus a square into L divided by L. Then it will be replaced by rho into pi b square minus a square. That will happen for which case? For thick shell.
Thick shell.
If it is a thick shell. So for thick shell and outside point, it is valid for which case? For the outside point. This formula which I have given here, 2g lambda by r, it is valid only for E outside when r is greater than capital R. Up to equal also it is valid. So from same formula only, we can get how many? We can get 1, 2, and third. 3 formula we are getting from the same formula, 2g lambda by r.
So from infinity rod we are getting the infinity hollow cylinder and thick shell, sir.
Yes. But one thing, it is infinite both sides. Otherwise we call it as semi-infinite. I will come to those cases also. If it is half infinite, not other one side infinite, but other side we can see the ends. Where we cannot see ends. Let us say you are looking at a pole and it is so long pole that you cannot see its upper end and you cannot see its lower end. That kind of length we are talking about. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It is very large for us. Okay, right. Now still one pen which I asked actually, that is still pending here. I asked you to find out for the inside points. Means for inside points means I asked you to find out for when R lies between A to B, that point. Neither completely inside 0, completely outside also you told, that is you found 2g lambda by r. What about if it lies from A to B? I will recommend you to use same formula again. Which formula? 2g lambda by r. But now put lambda as, just we have to put lambda according to mass enclosed. So mass enclosed will be between what to what region now? I think you can understand it is from
R to
A to small r.
Yes.
A to small r. Small r distance away you want to find. And r is here. lying within the outer radius B. Inner radius is A, outer is B. R is lying in between these two. So then I can write mass upon length again, but it is mass enclosed. So what is the mass enclosed within this radius R? That will become rho into pi
Pi into
R
small r
square
square minus
A
a
square
A
divided
square
by
L.
into L divided by L. LL cancelled. Then
Yes.
rho into pi R square minus A square. So see, again same formula. So what it will come out to be 2G rho pi R square minus A square divided by, what was the formula? 2G lambda by R was the formula. And that will become by R, this one. And that I can write as 2G rho pi into R minus A square by R. And as I have drawn the graph for the last case, this case also I will draw E versus R graph, 0 up to A. After that, up to B increases in this way. And then it decreases again. How it increases? See, the slope decreases. Slope again decreases with the distance. That slope has to decrease with distance. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this will be this type only. I cannot make it this type. That will become wrong. It has to be curved downwards.
Okay. Sir.
Okay.
Okay. Sir.
Right. Now, having done these questions, let us think about which other shapes do we have. Mainly, we want to find out field for all possible shapes. So, for example, shapes. Common shapes are spheres. Common shapes are cylinder, sphere,
Ring
hollow
we did
cylinder.
not find, sir.
Rings.
A ring we can find. Yes, ring we have not found. Ring we can find. Ring is also important. Let us take ring. Ring. It is not looking like ring. It looks like this. Now it is ring. So for the ring, if I take a point at the axis of the ring, then at that point I can take I can get DM element here for this. And what is the field at P point? I think I can represent field by a different, this side the field will be, but what will be its component? Its component will be along axis. Why? Because the other components will get cancelled out. So finally, I am interested in integrating not total DE, but I am interested in integrating DEX or DE cos theta. What will be that? Net E will be integration of DEX, which is G into DM by this distance is, let us say X, this distance is R, and this is small r.
Root
over R square.
No, I'm already representing it as small r.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Why
Okay.
don't we write it in that way? That will be better, I think so. But yes, now onwards you have to remember that always I will represent this oblique as R in such cases.
It is for a ring, sir.
Okay, sir.
It is for a ring. Obviously,
Okay.
does it not look like a ring? Ring,
No,
and
this
for ring
is,
also, at axial
position.
point, at the axis position. Then we get G into G constant. R is also constant or not? Sorry, I forgot to take that cos theta term. Cos theta will also be there. Cos theta also constant. That is it finally. Now you tell me, are you able to understand these things? You have to understand why I am bringing R square out of the integration, why I am bringing cos theta out of the integration. First you understand why cos theta here, because I am writing DEX, only X component. Why not taking Y component? Because those will get cancelled out in pairs.
Cancel each other, sir.
Those will
They
cancel each other.
cancel.
So I am interested only along X axis. So what is
Theta
that?
and
finally?
R remains constant, sir.
Small r remains constant. Theta also remains constant because it's like a cone. It is like a cone
Yes,
with
sir.
semi-vertex angle as theta. And that semi-vertex angle theta will be everywhere same.
Cos
only.
theta and R square constant.
Yes. Therefore, this is right answer. Now, one more point here I want to make. If somebody is asking you to find out the field along x-axis only, and it is given that it is non-uniform, this ring is non-uniform ring, does it make a difference to find out the field along x-axis, whether it is non-uniform field or it is uniform field?
No, sir. Integral DM.
So non-uniform, not field, non-uniform mass or uniform mass, does it make a difference?
No, sir.
Integral of dm we are taking. We are not taking.
No difference, sir.
We are not writing in terms of lambda or in terms of rho, which we are bringing out of the integration. So means it will be same only. It will not change. It will be same only, right? It will be same only. Huh?
Continue, sir.
Okay, huh? So means this mass will be because we are not writing in terms of lambda or in terms of rho, so we are not taking any such term outside. We are just integrating dm. Whether it is uniform or it is not uniform doesn't matter. It matters only while finding out the net field. Why does it matter for the net field? Because net field will change. X-axis field will not change, but net field will change as the y components will not cancel out. So there will be some extra y component remaining. If, in which cases it will be remaining? In those cases it
Non-uniform.
will be remaining where it is non-uniform mass distribution.
non-uniform.
But if it is uniform mass distribution, then it will be always this net
G
field,
along
and this
X
only,
and X.
this also will be filled along X, and this also will be filled along, and net field also will be same only. Here I will give you one more interesting thing for a what we call it, semicircular ring we can call. Can you find out for the semicircular ring or a sector of a ring, not a semicircular also, a sector of a ring. It could be a sector also. But for now, I'm interested in semicircular, let us say. Consider some axis, X, Y, and Z. And I want to find at P point here. How to find now? Now I'm using a completely different technique here, and I will give you a reason why I'm doing that. DM.
Sir, 2gm by pi r, sir.
2gm pi r. What is that?
Field, sir.
Dimensions are wrong. 2gm by pi r. Dimension will be gm by r square. It should be r square in the denominator. How can it be that? Mass is m for this. I am taking a dm element, and this will go filled in which direction it will be creating. It will be creating a field in this direction.
Here also cos theta r are common.
What is the formula for field? Formula for field in vector form will be dE will be equal to, as we know, g into dm
dm by r square.
Into along
R.
this direction, along minus r cap direction.
Minus R.
Or I may call it as r cap, depends. If I take this as origin for the time being, then I will say this is r cap only. Okay, let us call it as r cap only, and I'm taking a new origin. For finding out field, I'm taking this as origin. This is x-axis, this is z-axis, and this is origin. And this will be just r cap. Okay. In this case, it is becoming r cap only because it is in towards dm. But dm is away from the origin, and it will be in that direction only. So let us call it as r cap. Where this time this r represents the position vector of dm. Now it does not represent the, normally when we write this formula and I write gm by r square into minus r cap, when we use this, then dm is here and r vector represents the position where we want to find out the field. For that it represents the position. But now we are doing the opposite. We have reversed the role of r. Here r is already representing position vector of dm, not of the point where we want to find the field. And that will help us in this question only. It will help us, not in all questions. We should not do any other places. It is not required. Here it is going to help us. Why it is going to help us, how it is going to help us, let us see now. Integrating it. I will integrate this time in vector form only. If I integrate in vector form, then I will be getting net vector quantity, I think. So net vector quantity will be g into what should I write now?
R is
Can I-
constant.
Wait a second. I will take g by r cube outside,
R square S.
and I will add dm into r vector integral.
Okay.
And I will give you a reason why I did that. Because this is
Integral
something which I
sigma
know.
into dr. S.
This is something I
Center
know.
of
This
mass.
is mass into
M into
RCM. Yes, and we are going
Yes,
to
sir.
use it here. That is advantage. See how we are able to write it in such a beautiful form, but applicable only for this case. Not start applying in other places. It is not applicable. For ring, it is. We can do it easily in this way. We can just take g into dm by r square outside, and I think for others also, what is the problem? If it is dm by r cube, for others also it is applicable. I think so. We are not doing anything wrong. There could be any other thing, any other object.
In that case, let us do for discuss.
For disk also it will be applicable or not? I think it is applicable even for sphere also, I think so, right? Let me think once. No, there will be problem in other cases. One important thing is here, which I was overlooking, that is very important. And it is applicable only for such cases where R can be taken out of the integration. Means the distance of the point from all other masses should be same. Any such shape I can take. We can think of any such shape, but the distance from these oblique distances should remain same. So if I start taking other cases,
Sphere we can't apply, I think so.
if I take other cases like sphere, etc., then the distances will vary. If I take a disk also
We can.
disk also distances will vary, I think. So probably for disk also it will not be valid. Valid only for such cases. Okay. Valid only for ring type element.
Sir,
For ring only it is valid. Yes.
for hollow sphere, it will not be valid, no, sir?
Not valid because the distances are changing.
Yes,
Means it is
sir.
valid as long as I'm taking R outside. It is valid only for those cases.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right.
ఏం అప్పుడు నిజంగా ఈ మధ్య అసలు 8th క్లాస్ లెక్క
Don't make noise.
అంటే
Either mute him or remove him. Okay. Gm by R cube into RCM. Now, this mass, let us say, was not small m. Let us say it was given as capital M only. Let us say it was given as capital M only. Then what will be the formula now? Now the formula will become G into capital M into RCM. Do you know what is where is the RCM for this? That you should know now. If you don't know, then
2 pi by R.
Let us say capital R is this, and it will be 2R
2R by
pi.
pi. 2R by pi, sir.
And
For
let this distance be, let it be x. Let
X
it be
comma
X.
for
Then
X
this is
is-
our y axis here. Then I can say it is becoming Gm by R cube into x along minus j cap,
J cap.
and feels strange. I'm writing
1
x
by
axis.
pi k.
My variables I'm taking. Wait a second. I think I should take not like this. It appears strange, little bit strange at y axis and x. Let us take it as x, and let us take this as y, and let us take this as z. That will be better. Then I will be adding x along minus I cap only. Nothing was wrong in that also, but feels
Yes,
little
sir. The value X is for I cap.
Feels awkward.
awkward. It is feeling awkward only. 2R capital R by pi along j cap. Now it is perfect. I think that we can write. And as far as small r is concerned, small r can be written in terms of r square plus x square whole raised to power, or that whole raised to power 1 by 2. That is small r value. So if we are getting
P as origin, sir. So to P as
yes,
origin.
I changed the
Yes, sir.
origin. I made this point as origin. Then this became very easy for us to derive. So I changed the origin. In the beginning, they may have given, in the question, they may have given that origin is this. Let us say they have given this, and then they want us to find out the field. Then also it
Then
doesn't
also
make a
coordinates we can change, sir.
then also doesn't make a difference. Then also we will be getting the same way only. Reason is because the this vector will still remain in the same direction only. So it doesn't make a difference whether I take origin in any place. It will be same direction only. Direction of the field will be always independent of the choice of origin. So therefore I changed the origin and I made a new origin, but answer will be same. Answer will not change. So what is our answer at last? Answer is this thing. Okay, so here only it is written. It is enough here only. No need to write in new page. This is answer, which seems out to be seems somewhat complicated, and it is complicated also if you don't know how to do. Otherwise, it is so simple now. And this, if I ask for sector, can you do it for sector also? As long as you know the formula for, the center of mass, you can do it. If you don't know formula of center of mass, obviously, then you cannot do it. So you can remember you can learn the formula for center of mass of sector also. If it is making an angle alpha, I think I remember somewhat. It
I
comes out
for
to
sin alpha by 2.
sin alpha by 2
By 2,
divided by
yes, sir.
alpha by 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This one.
I remember something like this. Is it right or not?
It only I think, sir. You said it already.
I think right. This is what I remember. So otherwise we can derive it in many quick ways also, by Papu's theorem and by other ways. So fine, this is it. If we know this, then again This is only what we need. After that, it is same as before, as we are doing before. Like that only it will be. Just 2r by pi will be replaced by r sin alpha by 2 upon alpha by 2. And we can use this also to find out electric field. Okay. So net electric field will be pointing towards. Net electric field will be pointing in this direction. So it's a net electric field pointing towards the center of mass of this. So any shape for which all the points on the body are at same distance from the point where we want to find out the field, then in such shapes definitely the field will be just pointing towards the center of mass. In fact, it will be valid if I use this. I think, wait a second, if I do for a hollow sphere also, I think it will be valid. I think so. Will it be valid for hollow sphere or not?
No, sir.
Hollow,
One surface and other surface, that side will be different.
in hollow hemisphere, all the masses will be at same distance only in hollow hemisphere.
Sir, that is inside and outside house.
Which point you are taking, sir? Outside the point.
Inside at the center, at the origin, at the
Yes,
Then it is already known.
possible,
Yes,
sir.
At the origin it will be same.
at the origin it will be possible, I think, right?
yes, sir.
Let me try this method for the
Solid.
hollow
For solid
hemisphere.
hemisphere.
Hollow only I am taking. For solid it will not be valid. For hollow, and that too, diagram is not appearing to be hollow. Okay, let it be hollow hemisphere. With the diagram little bit I will change. Okay, fine. It is a hollow hemisphere, and I'm interested in finding at the only at the center. We cannot find at all other points. If we are able to find at the center for the hollow hemisphere, that is good enough. That is only good enough for us. So to find about at this point, again, if I use the same formula, same method again, then I will write it as G into, what is the formula?
G into dm by r
By
square,
R
sir.
square.
dm by r
R
cube into
into integral s, sir.
R-
R,
r vector integral, that is our e value, and then it will come out to be equal to
by r cube into
it will come out
What
to
you
be
are taking as elements, sir?
r cube taken outside. It will be this r, or the position vectors will be at same distance away. That will be equal to radius also. So I can take it as capital R. Here r is equal to capital R only.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Normally capital R I represent for the radius of the given body. So here both are same. Position vector is also same. That is also same. So I can take it out. Then we are left with dm into r vector. Now what is the position vector of this? It will come out to be mass m into RCM. I think everybody knows for this RCM is equal to r by 2
Yes, sir. R by
for the hollow hemisphere.
Yes, sir.
Then we get it as, see how quickly we are getting, how fast we are getting, gm by 2 into r square. That is E.
This cannot be done for solid sphere, no, sir. Integration.
This cannot be done for solid because only difficulty will be I have to take r cube also outside. That I'm not able to take in those cases where r is
Yes,
very-
sir. Because masses will be different distance.
R should be constant, then only I'm able to use it. Otherwise I cannot use it. No? Only for constant masses I can use it.
How can we do in that case?
Okay. How to do for solid hemisphere now? If you want to find for solid hemisphere at the origin, how to find for that is that integration is involved. We can assume solid hemisphere.
Screenshot, sir.
Wait a second. We can assume solid hemisphere to be composed of several
Strips, discs.
several not discs also we can take, but why should
Shells.
disc
All the
Shells.
hemisphere will be easiest.
Yes, sir.
Disc
Shells.
I can take, but
So, yes, sir. Some shells, sir.
I will take it. I will integrate this only now. I found this. This was easy to find. Now I will integrate it and I will get that also. Okay. Somebody wanted to take a snapshot. Okay, take a snapshot now. You want to take, and you can write heading of it. Heading is here. Hollow.
So, did you inform in the morning class was there, sir?
Hollow hemispheres.
Hollow. What are you saying, Shiva? It is not clear. Hollow hemisphere.
I didn't know the class was there, sir. I lost starting 10 to 15 minutes.
Even now, class is there. What?
Sir, I don't know the class is there and I had lost the starting beginning class. 10
In the
15
morning?
minutes.
Morning.
Sir, no, in the evening.
Now. Okay. No problem. It is getting recorded, so no need to worry that much. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So E at O we will find out in this way, right? And that we are getting. I think I told in the morning that I will be taking this class, and
So
Monday
you
usually I will take
Sir, it
up
also.
Monday normally I will take.
Sir, at the end I lost connection, sir. That means my data was.
Okay, no problem. So E is equal to this at the center of the O, means at the center, I should say, I think, rather than saying at O, I should say only at center. So there is a problem in this formula. You remember up to this, except for ring, for all other cases, we are able to find field at all the points in the space. At whatever distance we go, we can find out the field. But remember, when we started coming to the ring, then we have a limitation. We are able to find only along the point on the axis. We have a limitation. Only along one line we are able to find, but not at other places. And now we have more limitation for a hollow hemisphere. Not only at a point we can find, not only in a line we can find, but we can find just at a point.
Only point.
Only at which place we are able to find? Only at the center. Can we find at other places? No, not possible. Difficult task, not possible. With complicated integration and not integration also, we can say some computers using those we can find out, but not possible otherwise. Normally we cannot find out. Okay. So now solid. Case of solid hemisphere. Again, when we are able to find only for one point for hollow hemisphere, then for solid also we expect the same. And uniform, I am forgetting sometimes to write, but all these cases are, until I mention, all these are for, unless I mention otherwise, these are for uniform only, all these cases, right? Including this one also. So how to take it? Now let us go back to the formula. In terms of M, I want to write. Can I take a hollow hemispherical shell of, this radius is capital R, but I want to take a small shell.
Small r radius.
Yes, that is of small r radius. Then my formula will become G into dm by 2 small r square. That will be dE. And I want to integrate this to get the net value. But to integrate it, I will have to know, I'm stuck here because it is dm by r square integral. What to do next? Think. I think I can write dm as,
In terms of density, you can write
rho into area into thickness dr upon r square into g by 2. But we remember that a by r, it is area on the hemisphere. If it is area on the hemisphere, it will be 2 pi. 2 pi r square upon 2 r square.
So it cancel 2 pi, sir.
Dr only g by 2 limits. Now it is your choice. You can find for thick shell also. Let us say a to b. I will put at last b equal to r and a I will put as 0. But I want to find for a general case. If it is a thick shell, then I will be getting g into rho into 2 pi by 2 will be just rho into pi into b minus a. Simple answer. Finally. This.
Yes, sir.
And it is valid for not only complete solid hemisphere, but solid hemispherical. Solid hemispherical shell of inner radius A and outer radius B, and at which point? At just center of that, not in other places. It's the center only. Now here one thing I would like to add, that is for complete. For complete it will become g rho pi into r, because that B will become A, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. It's audible, sir.
For complete it will become
G pi,
B will become
rho pi r only,
A
sir.
will become 0.
Yes.
For solid hemisphere, B will become R and A will become 0.
Zero,
So
sir.
getting E equal to this one. So keep on remembering there are so many formulae coming up, and all of these you should be knowing thoroughly, completely. You should be knowing all of these properly. Okay, right. But there will be one difference in these two formulae. These appear to be very much similar. Difference will be in terms of value of rho. Don't commit mistake of putting.
Sir, we need to take total minus remaining.
M upon 2 by 3 pi capital R cube. But in the upper case, I have to
3 pi into b cube minus a cube, sir.
2 by 3 pi into b cube minus
A cube.
a cube.
Yes, sir.
So in terms of M, this formula will appear to be much different. Reason is see how complicated it will appear if you put this value. It will become like G into M upon into B minus A upon something B cube minus A cube. So you may know the answer, but if they have given answer in terms of different variables,
Notations.
then sometimes you will find it tough to try to convert into your known variable terms. Then it will be easier finally, right?
Yes, sir.
This is also done. Next, now let us think of some other cases possible. Which other cases could be possible? In this only, I think I could have found for such case also. If I take a part of hemisphere, part of a sphere, but not the total one. Wait a second, let me try to make, okay, this is, let us say, what it looks like. Does it look like a sphere?
Yes, sir.
Solid
Yes,
sphere.
sir.
Take a
Yes,
cone.
sir.
Take a cone in the solid sphere, and if I take this cone and I find out due to this cone only at the O point, then what that will be? Can you find that also due to this cone only? I think we can find by the same method. By the same method only. But formula will not be G into 2m by G into dm by 2r square. That formula will be somewhat different now, because that we got because we put here m into r alpha. That
Yes, sir.
H minus 3r by 10.
r
Sir.
sine alpha by 2 upon alpha by 2, where alpha will be what here? Here alpha will be semi-vertex angle of the cone. Here alpha will be semi-vertex angle of the cone.
Yes.
No, wait, what am I doing? Wait. Is it right or not? No. It is not. That was for a ring, and it is a. It is
3D. Yes, sir.
I
Definitely, sir.
sorry, that I have not yet derived yet. I wanted to derive one more case for the sub-hemisphere. We can say we can derive for sub-hemisphere also. Let us derive for sub-hemisphere, and then we will do. If I have a sub-hemispherical portion,
Quarter hemisphere.
if I have a sub-hemispherical portion, which is let us say, and first of all, it is shell, thin shell, sub-hemispherical thin shell portion. Means it is portion cut out of hemisphere, and that also in the shape of a thin hemispherical shell. We are cutting a portion out of it from conical portion from it. Let us say we are cutting. What will be the? This is surface here. Same formula will be applicable, but do I know the center of mass location for this or not? If I don't know the center of mass location of this, then I cannot do it. What is the center of mass location for a sub-hemispherical portion?
H by 2.
It will be the midpoint of the distance. I told you before, if you don't remember, yesterday also I discussed it, that its mass will be 2 pi r into d.
Yes, sir. That's
Into
area.
that is area, sorry. That is
Area.
area.
That is area, sir. Too bad.
Into sigma.
Sigma into 2 pi r d will be mass. Why does it tell us? Why does this thing itself tell us that the center of mass will be lying at the midpoint of the distance between the center of the lower base and the top? If I take the center of these two, that is d by 2 distance from the base, there the center of mass will lie. How do we know from this formula? We know this from this formula. Reason is this. Because I
It's
know
varying vertically, sir.
yes, it is varying vertically and it is varying equally. Means
Yes, sir. Verti.
if I take this color portion here, 50% portion, this one, and I take the lower portion here, these both areas will be equal as long as the distances are equal above and below, d by 2, d by 2. And if these areas are equal, then corresponding masses will be equal. And if masses are equal above and below, then I think we know that equally distributed in the same way it is distributed along y-axis. They may be distributed in different way along other axis, but along y-axis their distribution is same, equal distribution in equal lengths. And if it is distributed equal in equal lengths, then exactly at the midpoint only the center mass will be locating along y-axis. This is how we can find out its location. And once we know that, then I think we can write the formula in general. Let us say now it is made up of a cone. If it is made up of a cone, then where is the d by 2 located? What is the formula coming out of for it now? That formula will be coming out to be, let us start with the same formula, starting from the formula G into dm by r cube into dr integral, which I can write as G into not r cube, it is r only here, r vector. Then it will be G into m into r m into RCM divided by r, G into M into RCM divided by, this is R, let us say, and it is
Take theta, sir. We can then write like that.
upon R cube only. R cube only. Theta is given to you. Take its semi-vertex angle as, take the semi-vertex angle as theta. Then we get G into M upon R cube into RCM is at a distance of, how to find the distance up to the midpoint here now?
Sir, capital R plus. We can find
D is equal to R
R
small
of 1
r
minus
into-
cos theta. Sir.
Here I am writing small r only, small r into 1 minus cos theta. Then D by 2, my answer will be R plus D by, no, not R plus, R minus. R
Minus D by
2.
2, yes, sir.
That is GM by R cube into
R by 2 minus cos theta by
R by 2 minus
R
let
by
me
2
check.
cos theta. Plus, sir, plus.
Plus R by 2 cos theta, that is coming out to be the value of E at O point due to this, right? Correct only. Very nice. You got it right. Now, this is the formula for a, what is it? It is a just a sub-hemispherical portion. If I try to make a solid cone from it, complete, not cone, but what should I say? But that is not a cone. That is also, that is sub-solid hemisphere, we can say. Sub-solid hemispherical portion now. For sub-solid hemispherical portion, what will be the answer now?
How to
That is of
indicate-
total radius R. Then I have to integrate, I have to write G into dm by R cube into R by 2 plus R by
Simplify it
2
further, sir, actually. R will cancel and that we can write as cos theta by 2.
G upon R. Wait, no, I cannot take R cube outside because it is varying. What should I do now?
Sir, first simplify it further.
Okay,
Master R
that is done, no problem. That is not a major concern. What to do now? Let us think about that. I can write this thing again in terms of, as we wrote last time, same way I will write again. What I wrote last time, I wrote dm as rho into area. Area is A for this part, but area is variable here. That will be varying as the distance changes. I can write area as, okay, I know what to do next. Area upon R, area into dr into, okay, fine, that only is correct. That I will write as rho into R square into omega. Solid angle will remain same for all the cases. R square into omega into dr.
Yes, sir, yes,
And
sir.
that's
It is lemon, sir.
this solid angle is, if you remember from yesterday or morning, I discussed yesterday.
Actually, in the morning. Today or in the morning.
Morning, sir. Today only.
3 into 1 minus cos theta.
2 pi into 1 minus cos theta, rho
Yes, sir.
into
2 pi
R
into 1
square
minus
Yes,
into
sir. Yes.
2 pi into 1 minus cos theta into
Cos
dr, that is dm. Then E will be, now we have to put back in this. How to write now? G taken out, rho taken out, 2 pi taken out, and remaining 1 by 2 taken out. And what else can be taken? Nothing else can be taken out.
1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos
1
theta
minus
into
cos theta
dr,
taken
sir.
out. Into 1 plus cos theta also taken out.
Theta into dr.
Inside left with just
Dr only, sir.
R
That
cube
is,
zero
sir.
then at last.
2 in
0 to capital R or
0
A
to
to B.
capital R.
Depends on the case. If it is a thick, shell part, then it is A to B. Otherwise, 0 to capital R. If it is 0 to capital R, then we get it as G into rho into 2
Square theta.
into
Sin square theta by 2.
by 2 to cancel. Let us cancel 2 first. Rho pi, G rho pi into
R sin square theta.
R sin square. That is the field. Now you remember this 0 pi term is coming everywhere. I think you noticed before also 0 pi. If it is in terms of rho, then 0 pi will come. Otherwise, gm by r square will come. Because the dimensionally we get g rho pi, or dimensionally we get gm by r square. 0 pi r will come. 0 pi r. That will be there. If I write in terms of rho. If I want to write in terms of mass m, then I will have to convert mass. How to find mass for this? I think if you know mass m can be written as total formula for the volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. But this is not that volume. What is the volume of this? 4 pi r cube by 3 is when 4 pi is the solid angle for the total sphere. But here solid angle is omega. Then this formula will be, volume for this will be equal to just omega into r cube by 3. Then what will be the mass? Mass will be equal to rho times omega into r cube by 3. That will be the mass. So I can convert in that terms also if you want. Rho will become equal to 3 into mass m upon omega r cube. Then I can write in that terms also. Then it will become gm by r square into what next? Into 3 into sine square theta divided by omega, and one more term is remaining. I think pi.
Sir.
And
Pi.
omega is 1 minus cos theta. Omega is 1 minus cos theta. Then it will again become
1 plus
3
cos
2 pi into 1 minus cos theta, sir.
r theta into pi into 1 plus minus plus
Sir,
remain. 1
omega is 2 pi into no, sir. Then pi also get cancelled.
omega was 2 pi.
2 pi into 1 minus cos theta.
Then pi also gets cancelled. Then finally we are left with
2 r square. Denominator 2 r square. Yes, sir.
that one. Just to verify it for solid sphere. For solid sphere, because I remember the formula. What is for solid hemisphere? Solid hemisphere. Solid hemisphere. Solid hemisphere. There is the formula for solid hemisphere. I did not derive for solid hemisphere till now.
Solid hemisphere.
0 pi
This is it.
Same only, sir. Actually,
P equal to G rho pi r square. That one is.
Then are we getting that only for this also? I think that only. If I put cos theta, theta will become here 90 degree. Cos theta will become 1 3 by 2 into GMR. Wait a second. 3 by 2.
that no, sir. Same only, I think, sir.
I
2
think
by
that
3
only,
only.
that only.
Yes, sir.
Yes. That only. What are we getting? Let me write it in terms of mass also, which we can write in that terms also. G into m by r square into 3 by 2.
Yes, sir. That only.
3 by 2 times the gm by r square. See, it is interesting. Gm by r square is the formula if I take the surface of the earth. But if I take half of the earth and I find at its center, then it will become what? Then it will become 3 times that. So will it become 3 times or not? 3 by 2 times, huh?
So 3 by 2 times.
Mass will also become m by 2. If I take half of the earth, then mass will also become m by 2. Then it will become 3 by 4 times.
3 by 4.
Yes,
So
sir.
means for the earth, what is the acceleration due to gravity? 9.8 meter per second square. I told you that field also comes out to be equal to this only, because that is also gm by r square. Then for the earth, if I take a hemispherical earth and I find at its center, same earth I take, but I cut it into 2 halves.
3 by
And I
4.
find due to 1 half.
9.8.
Then due
Then
to
3
1
by
half,
4
it
into
is 3 by 4 of
9.8.
3 by 4 of 9.8. Okay.
Its direction
So
of
we have
field will
derived
be
for
different,
all these
sir.
cases. Now we are left with the what will be for hollow cone. Can we derive for hollow cone, and for solid cone also we will derive for hollow cone, for solid cone. Let us try. I am trying to make a hollow cone properly. By that time, please you attempt a little bit and try to derive for the hollow. Not cone. In fact, I can say frustum. Why I am not saying for cone? Because when we derive for cone at this point, then there's a problem. If I want to find out its vertex, and then this point becomes at a very close distance from the vertex, then 1 by r becomes gm by r square will become undefined. It will become infinite. So therefore, we cannot find for such cases, but I can find for a frustum. So find out for the frustum at the vertex. Vertex means frustum will be part of one cone. So imagine we have a cone here, and we have this is a cone, and we want to find at the vertex, but remove the material near the cone vertex. The remaining material, what force it exerts or what field it exerts, that we have to find. Remove material above it. Remove the material above it. Remaining is downside it remains, but above it is removed. So material remains here only. Think like this. Here, this red color will be frustum. Finally, this we have to find out.
Hollow frustum.
Hollow. First, we will find for hollow. From hollow, we can get for solid. It seems. Let us find for hollow first. Although from hollow we cannot get for solid, that will be different story. Solid we will do another way
Yes, sir. Because it's not or something.
by taking some disk elements. This is a shape. Now find out for this at this point P. How to find? Take some
Yeah.
semi-vertex angle. Semi-vertex angle is given to you. Let us say that is given. Assume that to be given. That is given as theta. And the distances are given to you. What you want, whatever you want, that is all the distances assumed to be given. Dimensions are given. Maybe let us take some element here. Ring element. Due to one ring element, what is the formula if you remember it? Which is at a oblique distance. Oblique distance is given as r. Then I think you remember the formula or not? Keep learning also.
GM by R cube into R square.
GM by r cube, I think you're right. And no, GM by r cube you said. That is not there. Completely. We are finding for semicircular or complete circular ring here. It is complete circular ring.
Yes, yes.
Means he's saying that is
GM by R cube into RCM.
No, that wait a second.
Okay, sir. GM by R square.
That will be valid for this also, I think. GM by r cube into RCM will be valid for this, but for this RCM will be at the center only. For this RCM will be at the center only. So yes, that is also valid for this, although you are
Yes, so
correct.
for this also, yes,
I can write
RCM will be at center.
Hmm.
Same as before.
I can write this way then. G into dm by small r cube into RCM will be at the center. Center will be at a distance some r cos theta distance.
R cos
Center will
theta.
be at a distance of r.
DM then we need to take as rings now.
G dm by r. This is the field dE. Now I want to integrate. Integrating it. How to write dm? Dm will be sigma into area of this ring. Area of the ring is, I think,
DM
what
into
is this radius here? This radius of this will be this r. I am taking oblique distance, so I cannot take this as that. That will be something else now. What it will be? It will be r sin theta, I think.
Yes, sir, R sin theta only.
It will be r sin theta. So I can write then sigma into 2 pi r sin theta into dr. You understand what is this thing here? This thing here, this thing is having length 2 pi r sin theta, because this length
DR
is,
also with this, sir.
With like,
this length is r sin theta. As up to this it is r,
like
then this is r.
Those DR length will be small.
strips length.
dr only will be length here. Length is along this side only. It will be dr only.
Understood, yes, sir.
But here r does not represent radius. Here r represents the slant height. I could have represented it by L also. If you want, you can represent by L, slant height. So okay, let us do one thing. Can we represent by L, or this r is okay?
It's okay, sir. DR and R.
Okay, then r is okay. But don't remember wrongly that this r was oblique distance. We should remember this was not the radius. It has nothing to do with radius. Radius is something else here, and I'm not even representing that because I can write in terms of this r only. Then I'm getting g into sigma into 2 pi into sine theta into cos theta also outside. Inside we are left with dr divided by r integral. Limits, let us say r1 to r2. Let us say first term closest end was at a distance r1, farthest is at a distance r2. Then g sigma 2 pi 2 sine theta cos theta will become sine 2 theta, I think. G sigma
G sigma sin 2 theta.
sine 2 theta log of r2 by.
By R1 side and R2 by R1.
But chances are that mostly chances are that they will not give R1 and R2 directly, but they will give instead some other lengths. Mostly they will do like that only. But as I told you before, you remember in terms of your own variables and then convert in those variables which they are giving. For example, they may give this A and this as B. They may have given this A and B, and sometimes they may not have given theta also. They may have given the height of the first term as H, and then they may be asking to find out. But now it is your way how quickly you can do that, how quickly you can convert into known variables. That is your smartness. I think it is not. It will not take much time. If I have to do it, I can do it very fast. I can find theta first.
Tan theta we can find out.
How to find theta? Yes, theta will become simply B minus A
Say by H.
upon H.
Yes,
That will be tan theta. That I can find quickly. After finding that, After we know theta, then in terms of theta, we can get sine theta also, we can get cos theta also, we can get any other thing which you want to find. And R1 and R2, how to find those R1 and R2? R1 and R2 we will find this way. B
tan theta, B cos theta.
B cot theta. B cot theta is the total height of the cone. Total height of the cone will become. I think I'm right.
Slant heights, no, sir.
Slant height will be B sine
theta.
B cosecant theta.
Okay, cosecant theta, B by sin theta.
So I can simply write R2 as B cosecant theta and R1 as A
B cosecant theta.
And how to write cosecant theta? Cosecant theta I can write by formula. Cosecant theta can be written as 1 plus cot square theta. Cot square theta can be written as 1 plus. This is cosecant theta.
Cosecant
Which
theta
I can write as 1 plus
is root
h
of.
square by b minus square under the root. That is this. Then I am getting R2 and R1. If I know R2 and R1, then I think I can, and means we can do it now. If you know how to convert that.
Values are that simply we can do it.
But I will prefer to learn in the easiest way. So easiest formula is this one. So I will prefer to learn in this way. That is easiest one. Others may come out to be a little big and complicated. But who needs to remember that? We can remember this one. That is enough for us. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Neelkanta?
sir. Understood.
Understanding?
Understood,
Right,
sir.
right. So, other formulae of this type, if I think I can do for solid. Can we do for solid now? Solid one, or
Yes, sir, we can do.
Yes, sir.
I think for solid also we can do.
we can do, sir.
Shells you can take again.
Oh, I think we may have to assume some disk elements for that,
Disk,
right?
Sir,
one
this
is-
we already know, no, sir.
For disk
We
we
know
know.
disk.
Then yes. Let us take this solid, and now same point again, first term only, and at which point? Again at the vertex.
Vertex of
At the vertex only. Assume these whatever we want to take, we will take. So first of all, our main aim is to find out the formula in terms of easiest variables possible. So they may have given some other variables, but I will choose my own variables and I will start finding out whichever I need to derive. So I may need. What was the formula which I derived? First, I have to go see that formula once.
that is 0 G sigma sin 2 theta ln R2 by R1. Sir.
Sir, G sigma.
Into ln R2 by R1.
Sir, for disk is equals to G sigma into solid angle, sir.
G sigma into solid angle.
Yes, sir, for disk.
Simply that only. G into sigma into solid angle omega. So omega is given
Sir.
because theta is given. If theta is given, omega is given. Theta omega is equal to 2 pi.
2 pi of 1 minus theta.
So that is given to us. No problem in that. No, next. Next we can have. Next we can have. What else we can have? So how to find dm? Dm for this, not dm. I want to find sigma. Sigma will be mass per unit area. So area for this, I have to write this elemental disk. What is the area of this?
Sir,
I think I can write dm as rho into pi. Consider this radius as. What do you want to consider this as? X. X or something else.
let it be, sir.
Let it be x only. Pi x square rho into pi x square into width. Width will be, let us take y axis as the height up to this y. So y will be the dy will be the width dy. But I want dm upon pi x square, which is rho into dy. So what is the sigma here? Sigma is mass per unit area. That will become rho into dy. Yes, we are getting rho into dy. Then what will be the field? Then field dE will become, as we know already, it was G into sigma into omega. Field was G sigma omega, but sigma is rho into dy. Then I can write G into omega into rho into dy. Okay, that I have to integrate now. So I can write G outside, omega is constant, rho constant,
Integral dy, sir.
Simple integration, very simple.
That is
Now,
0 to height,
That's
sir.
why I said don't assume the variables which they have given. Try to get in terms of easiest possible variables. So here y comes to be automatically easy. Y written in terms of dy. Our volume was not written in terms of d this length, dr, whatever you want to call it. Not in this terms. Why not in this terms? Because I need thickness. I don't need this slant height. I need slant height for area. I don't need it for the thickness, for the volume. For volume, I have to write dy only. Remember this thing also. It is important. Dy only for the volume. Okay. Width of the disk will be dependent on
0.
vertical
Fine.
height, not on the slant height. So G into omega into rho into, let us say, the farthest y2 and the closest y1. That is the net field. And y2 minus y1 I can write in terms of, if they give us A and they give us B and they give us theta, etc., we can write in terms of those also. That is our choice. But for us, this is also good enough. Y2 y1.
Comparatively,
What
this
is y1
formula
here?
is easy.
Y1 is up to
Of that
up to first center, and the y2 is up to the
last
second
center.
other center.
Compared to
distance
hollow
from the-
frustum, solid frustum is easy, sir.
Solid is very easy, I think, here. Huh? I also
Yes, sir.
I'm noticing only solid is
And
becoming.
also easy, but the sine to theta.
Check the dimensions. Are the dimensions correct or not? Let us check once. Am I committing some mistake? Because it is so easy that I'm being suspicious. Mass upon volume, then it will be m on. I think omega is dimensional at gm by r square. No, dimensionally correct only. Omega is dimensional.
Yes, sir. Because m by r cube into r, m by r square only getting.
And I can write it as 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta into rho into y2 minus y1. We can do that, and it is so simple. In this way also, if you want to write. If you want to write in terms of mass, then somewhat more complicated.
Then substitute.
In terms of mass, it will be slightly more complicated because you should know the formula for the volume. If you don't know the formula for the volume, you cannot do it. Formula for the volume, I think I remember,
One
it
cone
is
minus
1 by
another cone,
3
sir.
pi. 1 by 3 pi, this bigger cone has something. Okay, we can do it by the difference of the
Cones,
Cones.
sir.
Of the cones,
Volumes
sir.
of cones are easy only, sir.
difference. Volume of total cone minus volume of upper part,
All go.
removed part. That will be the volume of. So we got it right. This is done. Next. Or this is also okay. If you can remember this way, that is also okay. No need to remember. In fact, we should know how to derive. Remembering is we don't need to learn. Can we think of some other shapes? Think of other shapes. We want to find field due to all possible shapes. Whatever shape we have, we want to know this field. I think due to rod also, there are missing cases. We have not derived for the rod.
One and
Have I derived for the finite rod? We have not derived yet.
yes, sir, no,
For the triangle, we have not derived. For the square, we have not derived. For the finite rod, we have not derived. Let us
And,
derive for finite rod. at least.
semi-infinite also, sir.
For
Semi-infinite also
Um,
we didn't.
semi-infinite. It means if we know for finite, then it will be for finite,
Yes,
semi-infinite,
sir.
and for infinite also. If I know for
Yes,
finite,
sir.
then it is for all cases. Then it is for all cases. Because for in that I have to
Yes,
just.
sir. We can extend, sir. By
Let us
integration
take-
limits, we can extend.
Let us take some point here. Wait a second. This is a rod, and I want to find at this point here. Due to some element, first you choose some element here. Let us take this element here. Due to this red element, what will be the field and in which direction it will be?
What's that element?
It's the term is.
The field will be in this direction. Now, let it be at an angle theta from the perpendicular line. One line is perpendicular line I am taking. I want to find at P point here, first of all. That's why I'm connecting this point to the element. Here I want to find. And this is a DM element. Then what is the formula? I think this point I can take at some distance. What distance?
ADM by
Let us say this P2, here some point N, here it is A and it is B. And
Sir,
yes,
we need to know the distances or angles between A, P,
yes,
B.
and I'm giving you that. That's what I'm thinking. What should I give you? I'm giving you. See, these angles are given. This angle, and
these were also easy on us.
So Pn is given to you and angles are given. Means angle
Theta 1,
A.
theta 2 you can take.
Wait. Angle APN is given to you as, take it alpha. Angle BPN is given to you as, take it beta. And PN distance is given to you something, what you want to take it. At a distance D, take it D. Lambda is given as
Uniform.
mass per unit length, M upon AB, total M upon AB. This is given to you. So our answer will be in terms of alpha, beta, D and lambda, or M also we can write if length is given. So how to integrate it? First of all, let us think about it. Can I take one x-axis this side? Then what will be dm? Dm will become lambda into dx.
You can find x also in terms of t.
I am changing Pn. I am writing Pn as a. You also do that. I am writing Pn as a. Although it doesn't make a difference, but I will give you a reason why I did that. Because in differentiation, you know, D appears for differentiation. So sometimes this D confuses with that differentiation. So differentiation symbol. So I'm representing it by A. So what will be the formula for the field? G into dm divided by P2. Let us call this mass as m distance away. P2 pm square. Pm square will be A secant theta whole square. But this we should not integrate. That will be wrong thing to do. Reason, I will give you reason. Because we integrate components wise, we don't integrate the net field, we integrate component wise. So I have to integrate separately.
Sir?
Let us call one field as DE parallel and another
The x coordinate, x field or y.
DE perpendicular. So what will be DE perpendicular? DE perpendicular will be this into cos theta. That will be DE perpendicular integration. What will be DE parallel integration? That will become same G dm but sine theta upon A into secant theta whole square integral. So first of all, do one thing, other thing will be obtained from there only. Dm can be written as lambda into x dx. What is dx? X is equal to A tan theta. Then dx can be written
X
as
will be
A
a secant square.
into d theta. Then I can write this thing as G into lambda into A into secant square theta into d theta into upon A square into secant square theta into cos theta. From here we can quickly tell what will be the other thing also. This is coming out to be G outside
m into sine theta, sir.
A outside
G lambda by a into integral cos theta d theta.
and other one will be
Integral sine theta d theta.
sine theta d theta, because other terms are same except changes
Yes,
are
sir.
only in
Theta
changes
sine.
are only in these terms. So we are getting E parallel. Other side we are getting E. I am calling both as parallel. No, one is perpendicular, one is parallel.
Sir, parallel.
Other one is G lambda by A. Limits. I should put the limits from minus beta to plus alpha. Why minus beta?
Theta from this side negative now, sir.
Because I assumed my theta to be this side. I assumed theta, so that side will be taken positive. Other side, the angles which are opposite side, those will
Yeah, anti-clockwise, sir.
Ah.
Theta.
Yes, right. So theta will be taken positive in anti-clockwise direction. Other one will become negative.
Sure.
What do we get now? Then we are getting E perpendicular is G, here also minus beta to alpha. G lambda by A. Integration will become sine.
Sine alpha plus sine alpha. Yes, sir. Plus sine.
Cos beta, I think. No, I did something wrong here. It is not cos.
Sir, correct on this. No, cos beta minus cos alpha.
Now it is correct.
Minus
Cos
of
of
everything will come. Yes,
Theta
sir.
minus cos of alpha. No, it is correct. So see, we are getting these two wonderful formulae, very important formulae, used to be used at least I think 1 or 2 times again. So let us understand this. These are important for us.
By extending alpha beta, we can get infinite also.
And from here we can get semi infinite, finite, or any other. I will give so many formula I will derive from this now. First, this is the main formula, but I will use it to derive many other different cases. Okay, so let us think about those also, which I am going to derive. But first, I will not end it here. I want to find net field also. E perpendicular square plus E parallel square.
Yes, sir.
No. That is also not good. That also will not be good. I want to find E vector in vector form. That will give me E parallel along, which was x-axis. My chosen x-axis was this side. I chose x-axis.
E parallel will be
The other side I
x-axis.
chose y-axis. E
Minus
parallel will be along I cap plus E perpendicular will be along j cap. So that will become G lambda by A common into what is along I cap? Cos
And E
beta minus cos alpha along I cap.
plus sin alpha plus beta into j cap.
Sin alpha plus sin beta into j cap.
yeah, minus J, sir.
Minus j, I think.
Yes, sir, minus J.
Because it was coming towards the mass. Attraction is towards the mass.
And I
Yes,
can
it was
minus
less, sir.
I cap, sir.
Here I wrote along I cap along this axis, but
Okay,
parallel
then
field could be
direction.
along. Parallel field could be this side or it could be this side. Depends.
Yes,
More
sir.
mass is
This side or that side is
Or
more.
more mass is this side. If more here in my diagram, beta was small angle and alpha was bigger angle. So
Yes.
cos beta was larger than cos alpha. As beta is smaller than alpha, so cos beta became larger than cos alpha. As cos beta became larger than cos alpha, so
Sign is
cos beta
positive.
minus cos alpha became positive. As it became positive, our field comes out to be in the same direction. And we were expecting that only. Why we were expecting that? Because the field will be always in the direction of the larger mass. In the direction of the larger mass. Larger mass is towards left hand side. So I was expecting field to be in that direction only. I don't recommend to remember this formula because I don't remember myself. How do I remember it? I remember it in this way. G lambda by A into cos of smaller angle. Smaller angle
Yes, sir.
minus
Smaller angle
cos of
minus.
bigger angle. Means that will be magnitude wise. This will be magnitude wise. Now you may ask me this question, sir. How do I remember direction? Then I can remember magnitude wise. But how do I remember direction? Direction simple. I told you now only towards a bigger mass. Direction will always be towards the which side is larger mass. We can think in that way. Which side is larger? If larger is towards left, then left side. If larger is towards right, then right side. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, right. Then now can you tell me the direction? I want to tell that direction angle made with the y-axis. Can you tell what is angle made with the y-axis? Let alpha, not alpha I cannot assume. Some other angle I have to assume. Maybe what other angle is left?
Delta.
Delta. Let delta be the angle
The
made
resultant and y-axis were asked.
by electric field, resultant electric field
Gravitational field, sir.
with the y perpendicular axis or y-axis with perpendicular axis. So how to find that? Tan of
Tan theta
delta,
we can take, sir.
tan delta,
Tan delta.
is equal to Ex upon Ey or E
Angle upon E perpendicular.
perpendicular, which is cos beta minus cos alpha upon sin alpha plus sin beta.
And beta.
Now
That is
your
a mod
sin
tan
C
of.
minus sin D formula. Cos C minus cos D formula. Do you remember cos C minus cos D?
Yes,
Because I
sir.
don't remember.
2 into
Two into
minus 2 into sin of
Minus
beta plus alpha by 2 into sin alpha plus beta by 2 into
by 2.
sin alpha minus beta. Beta
Sin
minus
alpha
alpha by
minus-
2. Sir. Beta minus alpha by 2.
Beta minus
Alpha by 2.
alpha by 2. Right. Next one.
Sir. Down is 2 sin alpha plus
2
beta by
sin
2
alpha plus
into
beta by 2 into cos
alpha minus beta by 2. Yes,
Cos
sir.
of
Alpha minus beta by 2.
Beta by 2.
alpha minus beta by 2. So 2 to
It
cancel.
cancels, sir. Yes,
Sin
sir.
term cancel. Then we are left with
And so that is directly tan alpha minus beta by 2.
tan alpha minus beta
2.
divided by 2 is equal to tan delta.
So,
So we know it now. This is very interesting. Why it is interesting? I will give you the reason for that. It is simple. Means interesting means it is good for us. I'm really very happy that this result came out to be this, because it will be easy for me to remember it. Why is it easy? What is so beautiful in that angle? Notice now, if I take the total rod, this is the rod, let us, and let us take one axis here, y axis. This is our y axis, and join this in both the ends, means by straight line. Here you join, and join other side also. Here you join, and take the direction of the E vector. E vector is in which direction? That is in the direction, as I found now only. E vector will be in the direction of
tan inverse alpha minus
this angle is alpha. This is delta. Delta is coming
beta
out to
by
be
2.
alpha minus beta divided by 2. This side was beta. This side what it will be? Find it out. You will come to know why I am happy.
Alpha plus
Plus
beta.
beta by 2, sir, that is.
Alpha
Plus beta by 2.
2. So means
Yes, sir.
it does not act towards the midpoint. It does not act towards the midpoint, but it acts towards the angle bisector.
Bisector, yes, sir.
It acts towards the angle bisector. So it is good for me. I can remember it now that whenever they ask such question and I want to find out, I can quickly understand that it is always towards the angle bisector. It is always towards the angle bisector. Okay.
Now understood.
So we can remember it in that way only. And formula, as you know already, G lambda by, what was it? G lambda by
Lambda
A,
by A.
where A was this perpendicular distance was A.
Mhm.
So formula was finally G lambda by A into what was
Cos
the net
beta,
one?
cos beta
Net
minus
one.
cos
Beta
alpha,
minus
I
cos
plus
alpha,
sin
I cap.
plus sin beta.
I have
J
still
cap.
not found net one, I think. Net I want to find.
The net
waiting.
is squaring, no sir. We just need to write in vector form.
No problem. I want net also. What is the use? If I, what is the
Oh,
problem?
yes.
What is the wrong thing if I don't do it?
That is also
Find
simple
net.
only, sir. Cos
Because it
square
is
alpha
easy.
together.
I will tell you it is easy. That's why I am doing it.
Yes, sir.
G lambda by A into cos of alpha minus
Easy
cos beta whole square plus sine
Sir, it
alpha
is
plus
2
sin
times of
beta,
Sines of 2 cos of alpha plus beta, sir.
2 times of
Cos of alpha plus beta.
2 plus
Root over 2 minus
Plus no, sir. Minus, sir.
2 plus 2
2 minus
sine
sir,
alpha
root of 2 minus 2 into cos of
beta
alpha plus
minus
beta, sir.
cos
2
alpha
minus 2.
cos beta.
Sir, we can
Taking
take it
into
as root
account.
over 2 minus root of
First
2
of all, it
into
is
1 minus cos alpha plus beta. Right only, sir.
then we can write sin A sin B minus cos A cos B.
So minus cos of b minus c.
2 minus of 2 into cos of
Alpha minus beta.
alpha minus
Totally it's
beta.
2 sin alpha minus beta by
So, plus beta, sir. Plus beta.
plus beta is
Sorry,
Plus,
sorry.
sir.
plus beta.
1
Yes,
minus
sir.
cos, it will become sine.
Sin square alpha plus beta by 2.
2 sin alpha plus beta by 2.
Yes, sir.
Into-
Finally, 2 sin alpha beta.
So simple only to remember. So therefore I thought let us write the net one also. Net is also very simple,
Yes,
and
sir.
it is just 2g lambda by A. It is just 2g lambda by A into sine of alpha plus beta by 2. That is net field, and acting in this is the net field's direction. Net field in this direction. Okay. So right, we got the net field and we know the direction of the net field also. And why I was happy to see that, I will give you a reason for that now. Now the reason comes here. Let me ask you one question, and I hope you will be able to answer it, because it is based on superposition. Superposition means net field will be, because it is a vector, so net field will be just vector sum. Net field will be just vector sum of individual fields. I'm giving 3 vectors, 3 lengths here, and I want you to find out the field due to these 3. This is a triangle. Assume the triangle to be given to you as A, B, C. Can you find out the point inside the triangle where the field will be 0 if the triangle is uniform? If triangle is uniform, can you locate the point where the field will be 0? Which point that will be? Okay, I'm asking you a question. Is that point circumcenter or in center or centroid?
Android.
Direct answer I don't want. I want you to prove it.
Midpoint.
So it's a random triangle, no, sir?
You cannot see, I think, answer. You will take some time to see the answer. I think I have to ask you another question so that you can see it clearly. I'm asking you another question. You answer that first. That will be helping you to understand what I want to ask here. That will be helping you to understand this. Let's say we have a semi circular we have a it's not semicircular, it is a part of a ring. Let us say that is obtaining an angle
Quadring.
theta. We can, it is part of ring, sector of ring, we can say sector of ring, right? What is the field at this point? Have you found it or not? I think we found already. We found for the sector or not?
For sphere we have found, I think, sir. Not for ring.
Sir, for ring also
Sector of
same
ring.
only, no, sir. Sector of ring also same only.
What
GM
is it?
into GM by R cube
G
into
RCM. What is RCM for the sector of ring then? If you don't know RCM,
R
then
into
again
sine
you will
alpha
disturb.
by 2 by alpha by 2, sir.
If you remember that, then it is okay. If you don't remember, then I will give you another method for this. Okay, let us do one thing. Let us not depend on remembering some formula. If I want to do by another way, then if you are stuck here just because of this formula only, that is not a good thing. Let us derive it from the scratch. Let's say we don't know any formula and I still want to do it. So what is the formula for the field and in which direction it is acting? This is acting in this direction, dm element here. So I can write it as G into dm by r square into cos theta integral. That is equal to G into lambda into dl upon r square into cos theta integral, which is equal to G lambda by r square into dl cos
Sorry, you are
theta.
taking theta as angle between the two, sir. Vertical line on the vector.
Theta I took 2 times actually. I took
Yes, sir.
total also theta, but okay, no problem. I'm taking total I'm taking as alpha now.
Yes, sir, okay.
Okay, I took both as theta.
DL is r d theta.
DL cos theta is, let us say, dx. Can I write DL cos theta as dx or not? Now this is also some of you will not understand it quickly. DL element, if I take component of DL element along horizontal, what that will be? What is angle made by DL element? DL element is this side. This side angle 90 minus theta with horizontal angle is theta. You remember, see it clearly. What is the angle made by DL element with horizontal? If you don't understand, I will give you another. Let us see in this way. This side angle made by radial line is theta. Then DL will make what angle with this line? DL will make an angle 90 minus theta. Then DL will make with horizontal what angle? Theta. Then DL cos theta. Then DL cos theta we can regard as just changing x coordinate. It is like dx, changing along x, length along x. Right?
So DL and dx, if we take in between angle cos,
then it will become G lambda by r into total x length. What is the total length along x axis? That will be easily obtainable. That will be equal to this to obtain this total chord length. This total chord length will be r
sine alpha by 2.
Sine alpha by 2 multiplied by 2. So,
So
what
2 sine alpha by 2.
we got finally
G lambda
sine alpha
into sine alpha by 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That only. That only, I think, right? No, wait a second. Your doubt will come afterwards. First of all, is it right or wrong? R square was there denominator. R square was there in denominator.
So denominator by r.
Now it is correct. Now you ask your doubt.
Sir, if you take a DM element this side in the say about theta, then horizontal will be cancelled out. Sir.
Horizontal field is cancelling out. That's why my field is only along vertical. I'm taking only cos theta
component on YouTube, sir.
I'm taking only y component. That's why that is the reason I'm taking y component only. That was the reason mainly. X-axis is giving 0. That is correct. So we never integrate the total. Why I integrated by multiplying by cos theta? We never integrate total vector. We integrate always taking components. Okay.
So you have the perpendicular.
So yes.
DL cos theta is horizontal.
Yes, DL cos theta is dx only, horizontal only. DL cos theta is horizontal. Wait a second. If you are confused by that, then I have to derive by third method now. Okay, no problem. But at last you should be understanding it very much properly. Now, see, there are different ways to do, and I can do it in 5-6 ways also. No problem in that. But you should be understanding it. That is the main concern. I am coming to this step again. In this step, while I am coming, I will write DL as, you will find this easier. You will find this easier. Cos theta into d theta integral. Limits minus alpha by 2 to plus alpha by 2. And then your answer will be G lambda by R into sine theta, that will become sine alpha by 2, minus of minus alpha by 2, that will become 2 G lambda by R into sine alpha by 2. Right? Or
Now
not?
you take in d plus r d theta and
No, yes, I have taken DL as R into d theta.
Okay,
That
sir,
also we can do.
understood, sir.
DL we can write as R into d theta. But I actually, if I want to tell, I could have told this is the standard way by which in books also it is done, or it is a common way. So that's why I think mostly students will be able to remember it, learn it, because they will find in books also written in the same way. So they will be able to remember this and learn it. But you should know all the other things also. See how beautiful it is just converting into dx, and how beautifully we are getting answer from that also. And not only these two ways, third way is by RCM, by that method also. But why I don't recommend that method? Because you need to remember the formula for center of mass. If you don't remember that also you forgot in the examination, then how will you be able to derive if you don't know the other ways? So therefore, it is okay. We can get by that way also. But I don't recommend you to use that only. I recommend you to do by this way. Okay. And I have to put it in some other place. 1 second. Got it. Now you tell me again, same question. Okay, again you will not be understanding. Wait a second. Let me state one more thing clear here. Do you remember what is this thing here? This is filled due to infinite rod. You may not remember it, but
Sir, remember. Sir, remember.
You remember it?
Sir.
It is due to infinite rod. It is coming out to be E due to infinite uniform rod. It is due to that, so I'm calling it as E infinity. Same way, do you remember this also we can write as E due to infinity into sine of
Alpha plus beta by 2.
alpha plus beta by 2. Sine of alpha plus beta by 2, right? Same way I can write yes.
Sir, better be making it faster.
Better be making it
Fast.
almost it's 8, sir. So
This time is going to be completed, sir.
Okay, no problem. But are you understanding this or not?
Sir,
You just focus
understand.
on understanding.
Yes, sir,
E
understand.
infinity into sine of alpha plus beta by 2. Same way, before this also I recommend you to write in that terms. In that terms, you write here also. You write it as E infinity into sine alpha plus sine beta. And the other one you write as E infinity due to cos
by
beta
2 we will get
minus
in
cos
this
alpha.
cases.
Yes, in these cases by 2. You are right, I think. In these cases we get by 2 because we have to write 2g lambda by a. Then we
2g
get
lambda by a.
But in other cases we are not getting it. In this case we are not getting. In this case it is just E infinity into sine of total angle. So see, it is coming out to be sine of total angle divided by, means if somebody has given you total angle itself as a alpha, let us say total angle is given as alpha,
Alpha
by same result.
Then alpha by 2 if it was different to add it up.
Here interesting thing is, it doesn't depend on the fact whether I am taking a straight rod or I am
Or
taking
sector,
a arc. I am taking a arc. For the arc also, once the total angle is alpha, then answer is same. And for the rod also answer is same. It depends only on the total angle subtended. This total angle subtended. If total angle subtended is same for this and for any other arc, then it will be same. Means I can replace this by, I can replace it by a arc. How to make a arc here? Wait, I will try. No, sorry, not this. I want to make using this. I can replace it by this arc, and that will also give me same field. No, wait a second. Not this arc. The distance should be A for the arc and for this. That distance should be same. Yes. Now by this arc I can replace it. Right or not?
Yes, sir.
Because this arc is also of radius A. This arc is also of radius A now, and the length is also at a perpendicular distance a, then the formula will be exactly same. That helps us here. I will do one thing here now. I will take a in center. If I take a in center, then at in center, you notice this arc from, let me name, what is opposite A? Opposite A we call D, opposite B we call as normally C, D, E.
F, sir.
And
F.
Notice the arc from F to D. This will have same field. Arc from F to D will have same field as due to no, not that. Let us take the line AB. What is the field due to AB? Field due to AB is same as the field due to this portion here.
That arc, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
This portion.
Yes.
This portion has same field as this portion. Okay. Now second color I will take different, and I will choose that portion. This portion has same field as this portion, right? And third one, this portion has same field as.
You can take a circle.
Yes, finally we are getting a
Ring.
circle of same mass density. I told you that for circle also the lambda is same. Then if we have a circle of same mass density, then at the center of the circle, obviously by symmetry we can say.
Zero, sir.
So yes, therefore at the in center it will be 0.
Yes,
So
sir.
field at the in center will be 0. In center will be just like a null point, we can say, for this. In center is like a null point for this, where the in center field is.
Sir, I was thinking before in another way. That means found the E resultant to be getting in the direction of angular bisector now, sir.
Angular bisector, no, sir. Then
So if all want to be get cancelled, I think they should be passing through the same point. So it might be the in center, like that Vikram will say, sir.
So you means finally you are understanding that it is in center, right, or not?
Yes, sir. That means not in different way.
That is what. Okay, no problem. If you are understanding it is in center, that is enough. Whatever way you choose, that is your choice, right? Now, second thing.
It's time, sir.
Time is over. Then for tomorrow, what should I take? For tomorrow, I will discuss definitely. Remember, null points. I will discuss for which cases? For point masses and for spheres, I will take. If I have 2 point masses or I have 3 point masses, then how to find out the null points for those, and where the and I have a ring and a point mass, then where is the null point for that? If I have a ring and a point mass kept, then there will be some, because in some places field will become 0. Wherever field is becoming 0, sometimes we are interested in knowing the exact location of those points where the field is becoming 0. So we want to find out null points, and not only that, we want to plot a graph of field as a function of distance in all these cases. How to plot E versus R graph in when multiple masses are kept, when M1 is there, M2 is there, when M1, M2 and M3 is there, or when one ring and one mass is there. These things I would like to discuss. Other than that, if any case of the field determination is left, that also, if you remember something, yes, one thing I have left for the, I don't know what is the field due to rectangle. That also I can find out. The field due to rectangle at some point on the vertex, if it is, can we find for the vertex? For vertex we cannot find anything, but if I have a not for vertex, sorry, just remind me this thing. For the rod only I want to find at this point, which is at R1 distance from one end,
Yes, sir.
and that we can say, we don't call it equatorial point, it is just
Equilateral
point on
only,
the along the rod only, point along the rod. Okay, whatever it is, just point along the rod. At this point also we want to find, because whatever formula we have derived before, those are not applicable for such cases. And one more thing, I also want to take tomorrow superimposition cases involving multiple rods in mutually perpendicular directions. Then what will be the field in such points, or cases where we have superimposition of 2 rods and plus some arc. Such cases I would like to take. Okay, so tomorrow we will take such cases. Fine, then by tomorrow it is okay. Let's send it now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Sir,
Bye,
I
sir.
have sent you first video, sir.
Okay, I will put it. Right.
Okay, sir.